All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders, great millstone, who teach very well, while not this truth from. And salutation out there to the hopeful elect who continue to push this word in our truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, shalom to all the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And today, man, just basically getting on never trust thine enemy. Because that's something the northern tribe refused to not follow, man. You didn't learn with Christopher Columbus. You didn't learn with, what's that guy named? Andrew Jackson. You know what I'm saying? With the Trail of Tears. You didn't even learn with Bush and Obama when they had a lot of the northern tribes in what is called the detention centers. I say it like that, but we know it's a concentration that these people are focusing on, man. Because ultimately what they're doing, instead of them, shipping people back out, they putting people in these random places, and ultimately it's fucked up. But the reason why all these different things are happening is because Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is punishing you. It's a scripture in Sirach, I'm gonna get it, but it says, who will pity somebody who's been by a serpent? We told you not to play with that snake, but you continue to flirt with death. What you think the outcome is going to be? Now, real quick, let me play a little bit of this video. Salakia saying on my phone, but I'm going to play a little bit of the video. Oh, Salakia. Yeah.
I will go.
And look what happened when you voted for him, man. Now you in a worse condition than you was. A lot of people wishing they stayed in South America now, man, because they see the true things that America has to offer for the Israelites. And the only thing this guy have to offer you is slavery. That's why the only merits that they come down here is with job security, living a better life, getting a better job. They don't tell you once you get to America, you're going to have rulership. Because ultimately, America was made for us to serve out of captivity and not to be celebrated. Let's get this real quick, though. Let's go right here in the book of Hosea. This is the book of Hosea 9, and I'm going to jump down to verse 13. It says, Ephraim, which Ephraim is the representation of the northern tribe, the Cubans, Native Americans, Seminole Americans, Mexicans, Argentinians, and so on and so forth. That's who Ephraim represent as a whole. Just like Judah represent Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Read this. Ephraim, as I saw Tyrus, is planted in a pleasant place, but Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer. Let's get this in the NLT, because again, one of the major things they doing with their immigration bullshit, they separating the parents and the kids. And knowing Esau, you ain't want him to be around your damn kids, man. You don't know what he's gonna do to your child, bro. Read this though again. It says, Ephraim, as I saw Tyrus, is planted in a pleasant place, but Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer. For NLT, I have watched Israel become as beautiful as Tyre, but now Israel will bring out her children for slaughter. And that's what you're doing. And let's say if people don't physically be taken, people don't physically die, they're killing these people's minds by what? By bringing these people up in this American mindset. Here in the West is the most weakest and defiled place ever. And once you come from a third world country, it might seem like this is heaven, but this is really going to be your hell. That's why Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, he's just doing a wake-up call for the nation of Israel, the northern tribe to be exact. To show you that you're just like us. Esau look at you just like he look at us, just as an ordinary nigga. A spicy nigga at that. But at the same time, it's just the time when the Lord is revealing who the devil is. Let's get something else. This the book of Sirach 12. It's just a quick little video, just getting on the scriptures, man, to show you that these things is not written for no reason. No, we watch these things play out in real life. It says Sirach 12. I'm gonna start at verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." So just like in the time of Andrew Jackson, even though he made a lot of Seminole Indians and Native Americans basically go from the South in the Eastern Hemisphere and made them basically walk all the way to the West, guess what's going to happen, man? As time goes on, the punishments is going to be more worse, man. You know, now instead of you walking from east to the west, now you walking all the way up to America, but you're not walking it for a better place. Only thing you walking it for is for your slavery and your destruction. But read this king. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." So the pain that, you know, this guy George Bush, the pain that Andrew Jackson, you know, the pain that Christopher Columbus brought upon our people, hey, in this time it's going to be worse than all that. Because why? This is the devil in his perfection. And a part of seeing their perfection is his technology. This nigga got technology to track you, which, you know, that's your phone. He's also going to try to track you with a tiny device. But he has technology that can knock out a whole city. It's a thing called a pocket nuke, you know? So why would you even trust a guy like that? He even says there in the scriptures, "He that is evil to himself, to whom shall he be good?" You know, there's a lot of white people that hate white people. There's a lot of Karens that hate Jim Bobs. There's a lot of Jim Bobs that hate Karens, man. You know? So why would you think that this white man would love you? Let's continue on, though. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, take good heed." And that going crouching is these niggas making salsa music with Trump name in it, man. It says, "And beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not all been altogether wiped away." Yes, because you're going to know he's still the devil. This still Andrew Jackson. This still Christopher Columbus. This still the devil, you know? Even George Bush, even Barack Obama. They try to make sure this is the first black president. But do you know he's the one that came up with these different detention centers, man? People don't do their damn history. Let's go ahead and continue on, though. It says, "Set him not by thee, least when thou have..." It's like, "Set him not by thee, least when thou hast..." It's like, "Set him not by thee, least when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place." And really, he want to stand up to be the children of Israel. He want to be Yasharala now, you know? It says, "Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat." Yes, now he's claiming to be Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Well, Ephraim, written up tally. What Manasseh at, man? You know? Let's continue on, though. And this is why he's trying to cut the nation of Israel off from being a nation, because he's trying to get that rulership. He's trying to claim our inheritance, man, which he's not going to do. Let's continue on. It says, "Lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou hast last remember my words to be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is been with a serpent, or such as any come now wild beast?" So why would we pity you when we told you that this guy's the devil? Why would we pity you when we told you that this guy hates you, man? He hated your grandfather. He hated your uncle. He hated your father, your great-great-grandfather, and great-great-grandfather of that, man. This wickedness and this death and this mindset that the so-called white man had, it did not just start it now. No, this hatred actually goes back into Cain and Abel, man. You know? So yeah, just a quick little video. Pray it was edifying. And give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakodash. I want to give double honors to my apostle and elders, great millstone, and Shalom.